Hey y'all, Rave here. In today's video, we are going to be going over the different type of pandemic parties for ravers. Anything from a park and rave, to a pod rave, to a vertical rave, a virtual rave, a live stream, and a drive-in rave and a drive-through rave, the electric mile. So let's go ahead and dig into the different types and explanations and pictures from each of them. I've only been fortunate enough to go to one event since the pandemic hit, and that was this past, like 2 weeks ago, the Deadmau5 Drive-In Rave. It was super awesome. We drove to Dallas. We were given a designated area that was 6 feet apart from every other car, and we had to stay in our area. If we were out of our car, we had to have a face covering on, and we unfortunately weren't able to go up to the rail, but it was really dope because it was Deadmau5 and Left Right Music. They were live, they were on stage, we could see their lights, we could hear their music, just like a regular concert or a regular show. Everything, the music and the sound came from the live stage, and there was also like a PA system set up so we could hear it without any trouble. While it wasn't exactly like a normal rave, it was pretty amazing. I had a great time. Drive-in raves are pretty much the best thing that I can think of, except for probably a pod rave. The pod rave and park and raves look really cool. We'll start with drive-in raves. It's just like it sounds. You drive in like a drive-in movie theater. You'll buy a pass for the car, and that includes a certain number of people. I think if you have more than that number of people, I think it's limited to 5, depending on which event you're at. But you pay for the car, and then you can pay per person. Then you pay for your cooler. But the cool thing is you can bring as much as you want, as many pairs of shoes, as many layers, as many backpacks, as many drinks. You don't have to stand in line at a bar. You don't have to stand in line at a bathroom. It's pretty ideal. I enjoyed it. When we got cold, we went in the car and pumped up the heat, had seat warmers, all of the things. Drive-in raves, I give 2 thumbs up. The pod raves and the park and raves, especially if it's not cold out, is pretty dope because you get a rail, and wherever my headbangers are, I want my own rail, so that's really dope. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to be like smushed. While that is fun sometimes, the pod raves sound pretty amazing. So here's an example of a pod rave. Here is an example of a park and rave, and then check out my video if you're interested in a drive-in rave for Deadmau5 Dallas. I want to say it was January 9th, so that's up on my channel. So we've talked about drive-in raves, so let's talk about drive-through raves. Insomniac has done the most during this pandemic. I am so impressed with them. So many live streams, so much good communication. Most recently, I believe it just launched last month in January of 2021. They have taken over an entire mile, and it's exactly what it sounds like, an electric mile. And I'll get all of the details and pop it up here, but there are so many lights, so many installations. It's completely beautiful and all out. I saw Lauren Hutzel kind of like dancing out of her sunroof of her car, so I'll try to find some fun pics and vids to show you, and then I'll include the link down below so that you can check it out yourself. And if you're lucky enough to live on the West Coast, you can potentially go and check it out for yourself live. We've got the drive-in rave, the drive-through rave, the pod and park and raves. If you aren't comfortable going in person, even a drive-in or a drive-through, there are things for you. There are vertical raves and virtual raves, and then most of you are probably familiar with live streams. And I did the Tomorrowland Around the World, which is, I guess it was kind of like a live stream. I think it was pre-recorded. We used the Relive link, so we didn't necessarily watch it live, but there are live streams like on Twitch, and I know there was Couchlands. We did Couchlands 1 and 2, and there's all sorts of different live streams. Morgan Page goes live on Twitch all of the time. I've watched Alison Wonderland, all sorts of different DJs. That's not the best because they're not really going off of your energy and making changes based on the audience, at least in my experience, which is why I really like the virtual raves. I live stream on the Bigo Live app, and every Friday night, it's actually Friday right now, I don't know when this video will come out. Every Friday night we host the after party on Bigo Live. It is a 9-person multi-live. We have a live DJ that plays a set for an hour. Every hour, it's 11 p.m. Pacific until 2 a.m. So that is, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, until 4 a.m., which is 6 a.m. Central Time, because everything on Bigo's Pacific Standard Time. I have a ton of footage and other videos that you can link to down below or up here with this link, but we jam out all the time. There are so many talented DJs, so many talented dancers. I was in an auction the other day, which I'll pop up, and it was all EDM artists, like, and dancers and flow artists and stuff. They had the little whips and the little, like, light shows and gloving. There was a guy on roller skates with a hula hoop, and, like, there was a girl, Queen Blue, and she had, like, these wings that were blue, and she was, like, doing all the things, and, like, Bigo Live, man, it's awesome. Like, the thing that I like so much about it is it's not necessarily a professional DJ. Like, they are professionals, but it's not, like, gonna be Skrillex or Martin Garrix, at least yet. Hi, Dark. So they are professional DJs and just DJs for fun. They are watching you, seeing you dance, seeing what you're doing, communicating with you. And so they can change their set list based on the mood in the room and based on the energy in the live. And so that's really fun.
I want to take a little time and invite everyone. Next Friday night, we are throwing a Christmas party. We want everyone to come. I know Alexander Fox, he'll be there dancing and singing, everybody. Triple threat over there. We are throwing a Christmas party for everyone on Bigo. Put the spirit in everyone's soul. I know we all need it this year. Next Friday night, inside Club Cat. 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, 2-hour event. We're making memories on this one. Hope you guys can make it. Here we go. Here we go.
But that gets me to the next one, which is a vertical rave. I haven't done this yet, but it sounds awesome and I want to do it. I live in a condo, I have a balcony, and I think I want to bring a DJ. Basically, it's where everyone goes to a hotel, or I guess in your own community at your condo or apartment building, whatever the case may be. Everyone parties on their own. It's like a like a patio party, basically, or a balcony party. So the DJ will be on a balcony with all the lights, and then all of the surrounding balconies have their friends or with your family or whoever you choose to quarantine with. You have, again, you don't have to stand in line for bathrooms and food and drinks. So you're on your own, but you're getting live music. So vertical raves look awesome. I'm gonna try to find some pics and vids. I know they did this a lot in Italy and back in the beginning, like in Europe. So those look really fun. And it kind of reminds me of Bass Rush, or is it called Bass Rush? What is it? For EDCO, they have a hotel takeover, base something, and it looks awesome. They just have like nonstop pool parties, and then everyone at the hotel is at EDCO, so like you're just surrounded by ravers. Like that sounds like a dream. So we've talked about drive-in raves, drive-through raves, vertical raves, virtual raves, and live stream raves. So many different options. One day I can't wait to actually get back to real life raves, but for now, man, just enjoy the fact that we're able to have live DJs, whether you're watching it on a screen or out on your balcony or driving through it or driving in to the theater. Whatever the case may be, try to take advantage of it if you feel comfortable, if you're not sick, and make sure that you follow the COVID protocols, have a face covering, stay 6 feet away from other people, all of the things. And I think that it's pretty safe and pretty fun, especially doing the virtual ones and the live streams. There's really no chance of you catching COVID through a screen. So we have pod raves, or park and raves, or don't park on the dance floor. There's a drive-in rave, there's a drive-through rave, a pod rave, a park and rave, a vertical rave like a hotel takeover, a virtual rave like on Bigo Live app or Instagram Live, those type of things. And then there are live streams like on Twitch, like Insomniac does, with all of the different events that they've done, and Couchlands and everything else. I hope that this was helpful. I'm sure a lot of you know what these are, but a lot of my family members were like, what's a drive-in rave? And so we had to explain it. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of talk about each of them and show you an example of each. I hope that you're fortunate enough to get to experience one of these, because let's face it, after this pandemic is over, these are gonna go away. And while it's probably not exactly what we want right now, it is a cool experience. I'm glad I got to experience deadmau5. Feeling live music vibes and hearing the live music and just being in that surrounding was so wonderful. I had such a good time, and I can't wait. I hope that I get to go to another one. I hope there's something near Memphis. So if anyone's watching this, come to Memphis. I'll go. I'll get my crew there. Well, this was really fun, guys. I hope it was helpful. If you have any additional questions or if there's a rave that I left out, let me know, and use the links down below to look at some of the other videos and to look at links to check out these different types of raves. I'm Rave with Shay, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.